Your $1,000 camera might be worse than this $200 webcam for meetings. Here's why. The MX Brio Sony sensor makes most mirrorless cameras look overpriced for video calls. But is it worth the premium? The 8.5 megapixels Sony Starvis sensor is the star, literally. It handles low light like a pro, pulling out detail and color where other webcams turn to noisy mush. In my dim home office, the Brio kept my face sharp and skin tones natural, while my old 1080p cam looked like a potato. Even at 4K 30 frames per second, the 70% larger pixels mean less noise and more clarity than anything else at this price. AI light correction is not just marketing. It auto-adjusts exposure and white balance to keep you visible even with a window behind you. A blessing for hybrid workers. The result? I don't need a ring light or a fancy setup to look presentable. It's the set and forget webcam that actually works, unlike the finicky software on cheaper models. Show mode is a killer feature for creators and consultants. Tilt the camera down, and it seamlessly flips the image to show your desk notes or sketches. It's a smooth, practical way to share whiteboard sketches or product demos without awkward camera angles, something the Brio's competitors like the Razer Kiyo Pro Ultra don't offer natively. Dual beamforming mics with AI noise reduction are surprisingly good. In a noisy coffee shop, the Brio kept my voice clear while muting the espresso machine and chatter. It's not a dedicated mic, but for built-ins, it outshines most laptops and even some standalone mics at this price. USB-C plug-and-play is a huge quality of life win. No drivers, no dongle, just plug into any modern laptop or even a Nintendo Switch 2 for game chat. The versatility is unmatched. I used it on a MacBook, a Windows PC, and a Switch 2 inches the same day without a single hiccup. Here's what you get. Compatible with Nintendo Switch 2's new game chat mode. Ultra HD 4K webcam. Meet or stream in 4K resolution at 30 frames per second or 1080p at 60 frames per second. With our most advanced webcam sensor yet, with 70% larger pixels. 1. For sharp image quality, and AI-enhanced image quality. Experience 2 times better face visibility with finer image details in difficult light. 2. With auto exposure, auto white balance, noise reduction, and autofocus. At $200, you're paying a steep premium for features you might never use. If you're a casual Zoom user, a $50 Anchor or $100 Logitech C920 does 90% of the job. The Brio's 4K is overkill for most, and 1080p 60 frames per second is nice, but not essential. You're buying for the sensor, and that's a hard sell for the average office worker. The Logi Tune software is clunky and occasionally buggy. It took me 2 tries to get the fine controls, ISO, shutter, tint, to apply consistently, and the app sometimes forgets my custom settings after a reboot. For a premium product, this feels unfinished, though the auto mode works well enough that you might not need it. The 90 degrees field of view is narrow for group calls. Fit 3 people in frame, and someone's always getting cropped out. Competitors like the Insta360 Link offer a wider 120 degrees FOV with AI tracking for less money, making the Brio feel less flexible for team collaboration. No physical privacy shutter is a head-scratcher at this price. The C920 has one, and even budget webcams include it. You'll need to buy a third-party cover or rely on the software kill switch, a small but annoying oversight for a security-conscious buyer. The MX Brio is the best image quality you can get in a webcam, but it's a niche tool for streamers and pros. If you live on video calls and want to look your best without a camera setup, it's worth the premium. Otherwise, save your cash. Check the current price on Amazon, link in the description below.